Hello, everyone. I hope you are enjoying your week. I just wanted to take a minute to put a little message in here in my weekly email. And if you can't see my shirt, which you probably can, I have my inspirational shirt on today that says "Live the life you imagined." So, and it's a reminder, and actually is related to the message in the email for today. And it's all about, as entrepreneurs, we face these struggles, and when we decide to start our business, everybody, and I work with so many people, so many entrepreneurs and people who are either just starting out or people who've been in it for a little while. And when you first start your business, and everybody says the same thing, nobody tells you exactly how hard it's going to be until you're in it. And then as we start to face these struggles, we start to kind of fight the struggle. And I thought, after going through this week and working with my different one-on-one clients, I thought this would be a great topic for this week's email. It's just about the struggles that we face as entrepreneurs, and really kind of how to get through it and how to understand that it's part of the journey. And once you understand that it's part of the journey, you can then, just kind of embrace it and realize that, yes, it's part of the journey and you will get through it. You absolutely will get through it. And once you get through it and you're able to see the opportunity in, the things that you're going through, you'll see that, like, it's not so bad and it's actually okay. It's part of the process. And you learn some amazing things along the way. So I just wanted to share with you this book that I have. It's called Yoga for Life. And it's not just for the everyday, it's not just for, the traditional yogi. It's for really anyone. And what it does is it teaches us, it teaches a lot about just handling different situations. And, it's by Colleen Sedman-Yee. Rodney Yee is, really big in the yoga world, and so is Colleen. And she's got an amazing story of, strength and struggle and different things that she's been through, in her life, and how she's gotten through them. I mean, this woman worked with Mother Teresa and, has some amazing stories. And like I said, going through these struggles and using her yoga practice to get through the things that she's been through. And like I said, you don't have to be a super into yoga to read this book. It does have everyday application. There are yoga practices in it. But the message behind it is just, like I said, it's all about getting through these struggles. And, as an entrepreneur, we face a lot of different things. We face fear. We face, oh my gosh, what if, who am I to do this? Why? I'm not an expert. Who am I to talk about this topic? I'm not an expert. Or what if they don't like my content? Or what if what if I say the wrong thing? Or what if my graphics aren't good enough? Or what if I'm not good enough? That topic of not being good enough comes up a lot. And I'm here to tell you that, all of those things, they're all part of the process. And if you do the work and you just continue to show up every day, you will get through it. And like I said, you will, if you can find the opportunity and find the lesson in what you're going through, you will start to understand why things happen the way that they happen. And you will get through it. Like I said, you will get through it. And, three things that I can say that I know we go through as entrepreneurs. One of them is, like we've been talking about so far in this video, is the struggle that we all go through. And the part that we miss is you need to honor the struggle and understand that the struggle happens and it's real and there's a reason for it. And really embracing it and, understanding that there are lessons and there are things that you are going to learn because of this struggle, and honoring it, because The more your business grows and the more successful you become, the harder the struggle, the bigger the struggle. And you just have to keep honoring that. And when you stop honoring the struggle, that's when it gets really super frustrating. And that's when a lot of people quit. That's when a lot of people say, you know what, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I'm not good enough. I stink. I'm not smart enough. I can't do this. So-and-so is better. And that's when they stop honoring the struggle. And then they give up. But you're not going to give up. You're not going to give up because you know that absolutely anything is possible in this world if you put your mind to it. And you believe in your ability to figure anything out. So honor the struggle. The second thing is fear. Fear is there. And it's not going away, I can tell you that. You can fight it, and the more you fight it, the worse it becomes. A lot of people let fear take over their thoughts and what they're doing, and then that prevents them from moving forward. So I know how hard it is to put your first email blast out, to put your first course out, to like just get your name out there for whatever you're doing, you know, opening up a store and trying to get that first customer in there. I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to balance all of the things that you need to do to grow your business and have a life at the same time. I know how hard it is. And the things that we need to do the most and the things that are the priority that are going to move us forward are the things that we are afraid of the most. And I'm here to tell you that, yes, you have to embrace that fear and let it move you forward. But don't let it rule your thoughts. Don't let it rule your mind. Don't let it rule your actions. Because if you do, you won't move forward. And you can do it. You can break through that fear. It's like I said, it's always going to be there. It's never going away. But you can break through it and you can move forward and you can achieve all the things that you want to do. Because on the other side of that fear is success. It's your dreams. It's stepping out of that comfort zone and into the fear. When you lean into it, when you step out of all those things that you're comfortable with and you lean into that thing that you are so afraid of, amazing things start to happen. Amazing things start to be created. You know, you just launch your first blog post or do your first Facebook Live video and things just start to happen. It's an amazing thing, but you got to lean into that fear. It's not going away. You got to recognize it and recognize why you're afraid and then say, it's okay. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for teaching me what you need to teach me, but I'm good. I got this. I got this. And the third thing is that we try and just, because of the fear, because of the struggle, when we don't embrace those things, what ends up happening is we try and control what's going to happen. We try and control the outcomes. We try and control, you know, our successes. We try and control, you know, not having a failure, not failing. And you can't control those things. And when you try to, and you try to force an outcome to happen, it goes the other way. And we get frustrated. We get confused. We want to quit. Again, we want to quit. So you got to just let go and give it up to a higher power, whatever it is that you believe in, the universe, source, God, you know, whatever that is. And just let go. Let go of trying to control what is going to happen with a relationship or what is going to happen with a customer or what is going to happen with a marketing campaign and just put your energy into doing those things and to creating valuable content that you can share with people and creating valuable products that people need, using those amazing gifts that you've been given. If we focus more on doing, we focus more on creating, we focus more on using our gifts and being authentically us, then we can let go of trying to control an outcome because we're focusing on creating value. We're focusing on being us. So those things, that struggle, that fear, and that trying to control, understanding those things and understanding that they're a part of the process and they're a part of the lesson that we need to learn as an entrepreneur. And it's okay. It's okay. And in this book, and the reason why I bring this book up is some of the chapters, and if you are into yoga, they're great yoga sequences. I'm not a yoga teacher. I love yoga. I'm not a yoga teacher though, and I'm certainly not this like uber, fabulous yogi, but I love it. I mean, it's yoga is more than just about the poses, and I think that's what this book really talks about is, applying it to everyday life, mentally and physically. So there is a chapter in this book, and it's a yoga sequence, and it's a chapter about chaos. And it's a chapter about, what it talks about is when we are in a chaotic situation, or when we're in a frustrating situation, the more rigid, if I can talk, or the more we handle it with rigidity, and the more we're like fighting it and like trying to force something to happen, the worse it gets. But if we just, as she says, if we just sit, we let the chaos kind of swirl, and we let the whirlwind happen, and all those goofy things that happen, our email goes down, the website crashes, our email campaign that we sent out is not functioning right. The design that you did isn't working. The Facebook ad that you did aren't working, and you're working so hard. If we let all that chaos just swirl, and as she says, we sit in the eye of the storm, and we just observe the whirlwind. And as you're all that stuff that you're trying to do, and you're trying to force things to happen, if we just sit and we just observe, and we let that stuff, things happen. Like I said, we don't have control over it. But if we just sit and observe and come back to why we're doing it, come back to what's in our heart, and just that stillness, things just start to make sense. Things just, that Facebook ad isn't working. Okay. Well, maybe it's not working because of the landing page, or maybe it's not working because we have the wrong demographic, or maybe it's not working because we forgot to start it. I mean, things start to make sense when we let the stress go, and we let the panic go, and we honor the struggle. We honor the struggle by understanding that the struggle will happen, and we honor it by embracing it and figuring out what the lesson is, and focusing on why, coming back to why we're doing what we're doing. We sit in the eye of the storm and observe and watch the whirlwind. We can feel that sense of calm come over, and that guidance come in, so that we can focus on the value that we want to provide, and the reason why we became entrepreneurs and business owners to begin with. And that's what it comes back to. If we get wrapped up in the chaos of competing against people, or creating coupons, or learning, getting caught in the chaos of the web of learning, we can't move forward. So sometimes we just need to sit and observe and honor it and embrace it, so that we can move through that block. And again, come back to the reason why in our heart and in our soul, we want to be an entrepreneur, and we want to own our own business, because we made that decision to do something we've never done, to get something we've never had. So I hope this helped you. And, if you have more questions or more things that you want to know about, please feel free to send me a message at teresa@teresacantley.com. And just if you have any comments, if you like these emails, or like I said, if there's something that you want to hear more about, let me know. So I love hearing from all of you. And again, I hope this helped, and keep going. Remember to honor the struggle, and don't let fear, and don't let, trying to control things and focusing on everything else other than why you became an entrepreneur and what you're doing to change the world, because you're going to leave an imprint. You're going to leave a positive imprint, and you're going to make this world a better place. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you, and I'm here to make a difference. So thank you again, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I love you all.